Hello, my friends. Touch Knot here with you. Thank you for being with me again on the Touch Knot channel. The year is 2025, the month is September, and the clan is Farquharson. We're focusing on Farquharson for September in our clan calendar, right? 12 months, 12 clans in Hatton. So there you go. That's what we're up to here. I hope you've been following along. This is a book called The Minor Steps of Clan Hatton, which I've used many, many times in the past years and months. I hope you've seen me use it. That's a very, very valuable source for many of the Hatton clan early formation, things like that. Right, so this is the chapter entitled The Farquharsons. Clan Fionlay, Fionlay. The Farquharsons, like the Shaws, are placed by Sir Aeneas Mackintosh as number 3 of the Clan Hatton descent of Mackintosh, his house. They branched off from Alexander Shar, and this is being spelt C-I-A-R, Shar, which we're saying Shaw, right? The S-H-A-W we're familiar with. They branched off from Alexander Shar, 3rd Shah of Rothermercus, who had married one of the Stewarts of Kincardine, their progenitor being Farquhar, the 4th son. Removing to Aberdeenshire, the descendants of this Farquhar were called Farquharson, and having held a very influential position in northeast Scotland. In their early history, the name of Farquhar's descendant, Finlay More, standing bearer at Pinkie, where he fell in 1547, stands prominent. Yes, there were 14,000 Scots, they believe, killed at that battle, my friends. It's a terrible day. Finlay More is the hero of that. He's the standard bearer for the king that day. He was killed by a cannonball while holding that banner, and it's believed they found him still clutching it on the ground. From him, the Farquharsons were called in Gaelic Clan Finlay. Of him also descend the surname of Mackerachar, M-A-C-K-E-R-A-C-H-E-R, Mackerachar. By marriage with the heiress of MacHardy of Invercald, the Farquharsons acquired, as commonly reported, a large estate, and were much favored with the family of Mar, of whom they held their lands. Right, so the Earl of Mar was the ultimate, you might say, landlord over all these people. They held the estate at Invercald by permission of Mar, you could say, or by lease from Mar. A lot of those words were in different usage back then. Holding for a long time an independent status, it is not here intended to do more than indicate their descent, their connection with the Clan Hatton, and acknowledged dependence on its head. The present family of Invercald is descended from the later Rosses of Balnagown, formerly Lockharts. So I believe this is another owner of the Invercald estate. This book is written in 1898, so he's referring to the Rosses as holders of that property at the time. I believe that has changed. If you're a Farquharson, please let me know what happened there with the back and forth handing over of land titles. Thank you. The first time I have observed the Farquharsons formally acknowledging the Mackintosh as their chief in writing was upon 31st March, 1595. My goodness, my friends, so long ago now. At Invercald, upon that day, 5 influential Farquharsons, together with Mackintosh of Dalmunsey, which is a Mackintosh house, not the chief's line, I believe, in Strathartle, and Macomie of Glenshee. Now that's MacThomas. Macomie is the Clan MacThomas of our 12. Both in Perthshire, enter into the obligation, and it will not be overlooked that Invercald's name is not the first, nor placed in the leading position. In truth, Donald was the elder brother. At Endercald, this last day of March in the year of God 1595, it is appointed and agreed upon betwixt the honorable and discreet persons, they are to say, Lachlan Mackintosh of Donocton on the one part, and James Mackintosh of Gask, Donald Farquharson of Tuguillermont, John Farquharson of Invercald, George Lachlan and Finlay Farquharson, brothers to the said Donald, on the other part, in manner subsequent. Hello, Manly. My cat Manly's down here saying hi to us. You want to come up and say hi, boy? He's the Wildcats video studio mascot. With their sons and friends to the uttermost power of his strength, and also their heirs in all their ados, directly and indirectly, against all whatsoever persons within this realm, and likewise that shall ever enterprise or attempt any great matter of weight or consequence, whereby be or his said friends may now come or fall in deadly feud, without the advice of the foresaid persons, and thereto, and gift he does in the contrary, they shall not be holden to assist or maintain him thereunto, notwithstanding of their faithful promise after specified. My goodness. But to say, to be free thereof, as if the same had never been made. James Mackintosh of Gask, Donald George Lachlan and Finlay Farquharson, as with them Duncan Mackintosh of Dalmunsey and Robert Macomey in the burn of Glenshee, having touched the holy evangelists by the tenor thereof, and upon their great oaths faithfully promise and oblige them in their heirs to maintain, fortify, serve, and defend the said Lachlan Mackintosh, his heirs, as our natural chief, at our utmost power in all his ados, directly or indirectly, against all and whatsoever persons or persons within this realm. In witness thereof, being the said parties respectively subscribing, that can write, and the rest given their oaths upon the present bond, day and date foresaid, before these witnesses, Sir Thomas Gordon of Cluny and divers others. So that's 1595, my friends. A document which is part of which is very important because it's we're seeing MacThomas's, some other Mackintoshes and Farquharsons swearing a fealty, swearing an oath to the Mackintosh chief himself to protect him with their own families to the death, is what it's saying, and his heirs. This is a serious document. Of course, the 1609 is the one we think of when 12 Hatton clans formed our confederation. 400 years beyond that, in 2009, just recently here, they re-signed it. All 12 chiefs and leaders. Some of the clans are led by other people besides a chief these days. That's being worked upon, as you'll see. If you follow the Touchknot channel, you'll be right up to date with this stuff, my friends. So please stay with us. So that's it for Farquharson month at the moment. There's two major interviews coming up this month for Farquharson month. I'd like you to stay tuned for those, please. One with the president of Clan Farquharson USA, and the other one with one of the leaders of the Invercald Highlanders, a gentleman in Ontario. I'm going to be talking with him next week. So please stay tuned to the Touchknot for two major Farquharson interviews and lots of other Farquharson content in September 2025. Please subscribe to the channel, my friends. I work very hard here, and I'd like you to help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Touchknot.